Good morning, this is Becoming a Professional Bass Player. My name's Deborah and this is the video journal of my career transition. I'm in a different position this morning. It's so hot in the UK. I'm actually just sort of melting, just sitting here, and I can't sit at my usual desk because the sun's pouring in. So actually, I thought I would share with you a little, the Simply Red teaser, or Truly Red teaser. I keep mixing them up. I mustn't do that. The Truly Red teaser is finished now and ready. So I'm going to share that with you as my bass playing moment for today.
Totally broken hearted, guilty of what I did to you. It's too tight to mention. Wasted all my tears, I wasted all those years, and I wanna fall from the stars straight into your arms.
That was so much fun to make. We had the best time at the Fickle Pickle when we made that with Joe and Liam and Colin and Bridget. So that leads me on to the next subject, really, which is that there's no getting away from it. I've done all the prep. I've nearly finished the promos for Divine Funk, or the videographer that's doing that is nearly finished. All the advertising is in for the next shows. I've got my Divine Funk strawberry themed. We're going with the Glitterball strawberry for the summer gigs is our sort of motif, and the new advert for Truly Red is all ready. I've got to sell. I've got to put my posters up. I've got to get my flyers out, which I'm fine with that. It's tiring, but I'm okay with that. But I've actually got to get on the phones because there's a couple of things that I need to do, and one of them is sell in gigs. Now I've got my promos, I've got to use them and make relationships with venue owners and entertainment companies and get our name out there and actually start to earn some money. I'm procrastinating over it a bit because it's not the part of the work that I'm most comfortable with. I'm very comfortable now I'm very comfortable making music and learning music and playing. I wasn't to start with, but I am now. I'm very comfortable doing the marketing. I know how it needs to look and how it needs to feel, and I'm very comfortable, very concerned with the end consumer experience. Do people that come and see us have a good time from start to finish? Is the music good? Is the sound good? Does it look good? Are the toilets clean? Is the food nice? Were the ticket prices right? Did people feel they had value for money? So I'm very sort of top to tail on that front. Picking up the phone and sort of making cold calls, less comfortable with. So, but it's got to be done. I need to sell these products, and I also need to sell my show, my radio show, because I need to find a sponsor for it. And I guess, I'm very confident about the products, so that should really help me. And I'm very confident because I made these products. They're really great, these events. And oh my goodness, I had so much fun yesterday. I went to Digital City Radio to meet Junior T, who does the reggae show, and also sort of is the station manager. So kind and so talented. He's been a radio broadcaster for, I think, best part of 20 years he's been doing this, and a DJ, and he is really good at his job. So I sat in the studio with him for the whole of his show, which was an hour and a half long, and was fascinated by his process. He's very meticulous, going through the reggae songs, the sections that he has. He has a section on the A to Z of reggae. He has a section record of the week, Bass Face. something that really makes him pull that bass face. You know, bass players all know that kind of like, I can't do it unless I'm playing the bass, but that kind of, it's like, yeah, really low. So he has that section where he does his record of the week. Then he does new releases, and he's really got like, it's well organised, well thought through. He wants to make sure he's not playing anything he played last week, where he's going to put his jingles. He's got lots of reggae artists that send him jingles and links to play out. And I was thoroughly impressed with this show. And also, I cannot tell you how exciting radio is. There's something electric about it, about that kind of broadcasting. So I as much as I'm sort of, I'm not quite so apprehensive now about going through this door. I was like, wow, I can't believe I'm going to get an opportunity to do this. It's actually happening. And I just felt so joyful at that prospect. Absolutely joyful. Now, I think Miles, the station owner, is going to help me with the technical bits, although I made lots of notes about how to turn the systems on, to put your USB stick in, how to press the... I won't have my own jingles to start with. I will have station generic ones, which is fine. You know, it's a development in progress. And whereas I'd chosen my tracks and I thought, well, that's enough. And I thought, no, that you know, watching how Alec works and Junior T, I was thinking, no, I need to think about the order. I need to think about how long all these tracks are. I need to download them onto a USB stick, two USB sticks, so that in case anything goes wrong with one of them. I need to think about what I'm going to say, how these fit into sections of the show, although that may evolve over time. So it's just a fascinating process. It really was. I cannot wait to do that. So this week, I'm also meeting with Matty, who does the breakfast show, and he's going to tell me a bit more about what he does. And then I'm back at Ashdown Amps this week, picking up my amp and finding out more about how to make my sound. But really, whether it's sponsorship on Digital City Radio, Truly Red or Divine Funk, I need to bite the bullet and get on with sales. I've been watching a few YouTube videos about sales, but most of them just say it's a matter of numbers. Make the right, you know, think about who you're going to call, and what you're going to offer them, but really just get on the phones, and you learn by being on the phones. There's no way of avoiding that, and that's what I'm finding. So I'm still feeling a bit like feet in cold water about that, but without wishing to be too Pollyanna about it, I've got to do this to earn money. I've got to, if I want to make this work as my job, I've got to grapple with that bit. And once I can do that bit, I've got the missing piece, really. I've got the bit that I guess lots of musicians don't have, which is that selling ability. I've got marketing skills, but which is, you know, close to selling, but I really need that sales ability, and this is going to give me an opportunity to learn it. So let's see how I get on. I will report back on Friday. You take very good care. Bye bye.